Hello, everyone. Welcome to our first lecture for our week 9. Inside of this lecture, we're going to be breaking down bits about arrays, and we're going to review a bit of the comparable interface, look some more at comparator interfaces, and then look at these concepts of lambdas and nested classes. So there's going to be a few things going on with this one, and a lot of it is logic on the back end that's useful. And some of it is things that are just kind of good to remember for later on courses at Java. For this first section, though, we're going to take a look at just a small snippet of arrays classes. So arrays, again, are nested items inside of Java that are kind of a bit we can't use them too effectively sometimes, like resizing or having to use the ints or whatever as well with them. What we are going to look at is this arrays class that allows us to manipulate arrays that are already built in. So if you take a look at in your Java, or excuse me, your week 9 file of use arrays.java, you'll see that you have this arrays.sort. And if you actually just go ahead and in your code somewhere, type out arrays dot, you'll see here that there's a bunch of different methods a part of this. So we can do a binary search on an array. We can compare two arrays. We could also look at equals, sorts, and toString. ToString is a really nice one that shows us a string representation of arrays as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly print out, run this code here, and we'll see here that the first array that we get is this int array with values 1, 9, and so forth. And then once we call this function down here called arrays.sort, it will actually go ahead and sort the array for us. And you'll notice that this isn't set to a new array or a value. It actually sorts the array in place. Now, one more thing here is that you'll see this toString method that is a part of this iArray. And again, if I went ahead and let's just say I did a system.out.println of iArray, like so, you'll notice that it actually gives us the memory address of where this array is located. So rather than do that, I'm going to go ahead and say systemout.println arrays.toString of iArray. And if I print this, we'll notice that we actually get a really nice representation of what this array looks like in string form. Now, another cool thing here is that you'll see that I'm sorting this string array, and it actually does it a bit of using it by alphabetical order here, which is why it looks like going backwards a little bit. But you'll see here that the F comes first, and then the O, then the T, and then the T. And it's lexicographical sorting, so that means the TH comes first before the TW. So this is just a little snippet of what arrays are useful for. Again, please experiment a bit with this use arrays class. There's a bunch of items in here that says there is a binary search one as well, and equals, and showcase this binary search one real quick. Let's just go ahead, and binary search is going to search for a key inside of the array. So what I can do here is I can say binary search, and what I'm going to look for inside of my int array, I'm going to look for maybe a key of 5. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to print out the results of my binary search. And let's see here. Oh, I forgot my arrays, .binary search. Awesome. And now I'm going to try to run this here. And we'll see here that it gives me back a 1. Let's keep running this here. And you'll see here that my value of my binary search is changing each time based on where the 5 is located. So we can see here that after my sorted array, and let's just kind of make this a bit more interesting as well. See here, I'm able to, oops, let's put this one up here. I'm able to get the index position of where this key occurs. So we'll see here that if I'm looking for a 5, I have my 5 in the 5th position, or the 4th index, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's at the 4th index, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's still there, interestingly enough. So let's try it on this one. And we'll see here that we're getting it kind of at the same position each time. And if we get a negative value, that is telling us that might not be in the array for us. So again, this binary search concept here, because it's running on a sorted array, it's going to give us a similar value each time. But again, this is just some more ideas of what this array concept does and why we could use arrays as well. So again, this is just a little brief overview of how arrays work. If you don't like to use array lists too much, you can leverage arrays dot as well as terminology rather than having to make for loops to print out items and so forth too.